up, you guys? It's PokeGirl7 here, and today's video is going to be a guide for December Community Day. So, December Community Day is basically going to be a recap of all of the community days we've had in 2019, and it's going to be a weekend-long 2-day event. This event's going to be pretty huge, one of the biggest events we're going to have in Pokemon Go for the entire year of 2019, so I thought I would make a video kind of explaining all of the details, and I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to best utilize this event. So, before we get started, I actually wanted to give a quick shout out to my new Twitch channel, guys. I've reached 400 followers on Twitch already, thanks to you guys. And if you haven't followed me yet, please go do that because I've been live streaming over there on Twitch and I've been having an amazing time doing that. So if you want to see some Pokemon Shield live streams and maybe some other games in the future, make sure you follow my Twitch channel. But I guess other than that, guys, we're ready to get started. So let's jump into the guide for December Community Day. So like I said before, December Community Day is going to be a 2-day event. So the first day is going to be December 14th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. local time. And then the second day is going to be December 15th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. local time as well. So the event isn't actually 2 full days, it's actually 2 separate 12-hour event days. During this event, you're going to see some more frequent spawns from some past Community Day Pokemon such as Totodile, Swinub, Trico, Torchic, Mudkip, Ralts, Slackoth, Trapinch, Bagon, Turtwig, and Chimchar. Also, on the December 14th day, you're going to see some special raids from some 2018 Community Day Pokemon such as Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Pikachu, Eevee, Dratini, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Mareep, Larvitar, and Beldum. And you're also going to see some special Community Day Pokemon hatching from eggs. These Pokemon are Bulbasaur, Charmander, Pichu, Dratini, Totodile, Mareep, Swinub, Larvitar, Trico, Torchic, Slackoth, and Bagon. So yes, you did hear that right about Pichu. Pikachu is not going to be hatching from eggs. You can actually have a shot at getting a Pichu, maybe even a shiny Pichu if you're lucky. And this is actually where it gets a little bit mixed up. So on December 14th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. we're going to have a 3-hour window with a few extra bonuses and different spawns. During this 3-hour window, we're going to see Totodile, Swinub, Trico, Torchic, Slackoth, and Bagon more frequently. I guess even more frequently than before. And we're also going to have a few bonuses during this 3 hours. So the bonuses are double catch Stardust, double catch XP, and 1/2 egg hatching distance. And make sure that you only incubate your eggs during this 3-hour window for the 1/2 egg hatching distance, because this actually doesn't apply throughout the entire event from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's just going to be the 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. local time event, so keep that in mind. And that's all for the December 14th date, but December 15th is actually very similar, but there's a few differences. So on December 15th, the event is going to be from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. just like on December 14th, and you're going to have all of the same spawns in the wilds and the same raids and the same eggs as the day before. But from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on December 15th, you're going to have different spawns than the day before. So the more frequent spawns for this day is going to be Mudkip, Ralts, Trapinch, Turtwig, and Chimchar, and all of the bonuses are going to be the same. So you're going to have the double catch Stardust, double catch XP, 1/2 egg hatching distance, and also remember to only incubate your eggs during this 3-hour window on that day. And one last detail about this event is that on both days from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. you're going to be able to get the exclusive moves for all of the Community Day Pokemon from the past. So that means you have to evolve the Community Day Pokemon, and their final evolutions are going to have a special exclusive move, and it's only going to be available from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on those days. So make sure you're evolving your Pokemon within those windows. So that's kind of all of the details for December Community Day, but I wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to get some exclusive moves on certain Pokemon that are harder to get them on, such as all of the Eeveelutions. So this is going to be kind of a guide on how to evolve the Eeveelutions in Pokemon Go if you weren't aware yet. I know there's a lot of new players that haven't ever done these evolutions before, and I thought I would throw that in this video. So the exclusive move for Community Day for all of the Eeveelutions is going to be Last Resort. And even if you played on Eevee Community Day last year and you got all the Eeveelutions with Last Resort, Leafeon and Glaceon actually weren't even out at that time. So you still need to evolve a Glaceon and a Leafeon to get Last Resort during this event, regardless of if you played before or not. So you should definitely take advantage of this during this event. So now let's talk about how to get all of the Eeveelutions. Okay, so right now, if you hit the evolve button on an Eevee without doing anything else, you'll get a random Kanto starter, Vaporeon, Jolteon, or Flareon. But there's actually a way to decide which one of those you're going to get. This is called the naming trick. So if you name your Eevee Rainer, it'll actually evolve into a Vaporeon. If you name your Eevee Pyro, it'll evolve into a Flareon. and if you name your Eevee Sparky, it'll evolve into a Jolteon. This is a classic trick in Pokemon Go. Most people know this by now, but if you do this naming trick once, it only works one time for each evolution, and then after that, it's gonna go back to being random for the Kanto Eeveelution. So if you've done this trick before already, you're just gonna have to hope you get the right Eeveelution with last resort for at least the Kanto Eeveelutions. That's just tough luck, but if you haven't done the naming trick yet, do it. It does work. Make sure you wait until Community Day to do that so you get the last resort move. Next up, we have Umbreon and Espeon. So there's actually a naming trick for these two Eeveelutions too. If you name your Eevee Tamayo, it'll evolve into an Umbreon, and if you name your Eevee Sakura, it'll evolve into an Espeon. This works one time each as well, so once you've done this, you can never do it again. But after using the naming trick for Umbreon and Espeon, the Eeveelutions get a little bit more complicated for these two. So to evolve an Umbreon in Pokemon Go, set an Eevee as your buddy Pokemon. You must walk it for at least 10 kilometers. Sometimes I recommend going to 10.1 just to make sure it works. And keep your Eevee as your buddy Pokemon and evolve it during the nighttime, and it'll evolve into an Umbreon. And if you want an Espeon, you must set an Eevee as your buddy, walk it for 10.1 kilometers again, and evolve it during the daytime, and there you go. You have an Umbreon and an Espeon. You can do this trick as many times as you want. That is the official way to evolve an Umbreon and Espeon in Pokemon Go, because in the main series game, you evolve them by friendship, so it's kind of like the same aspect. Just make sure you walk them for 10.1 kilometers each, and please make sure you leave them as your buddy during evolution, because I'm pretty sure if you make them not your buddy anymore, it doesn't work. So they have to be your buddy at the time of evolution, or it'll evolve into something else, one of the random Kanto starters, and you don't want that. And next up, we have Glaceon and Leafeon. So these have a naming trick as well, which I've actually never even done before for some reason. So I can actually just use this naming trick myself on Community Day, which is awesome. But if you name your Eevee Rhea, it'll evolve into a Glaceon. And if you name it Linnea, it'll evolve into a Leafeon. These naming tricks only work once each as well, but after the naming trick, you can actually do something really cool to evolve them. So if you purchase a glacial lure in the shop and you drop it at a Pokestop and you evolve an Eevee within distance, within range of that Pokestop with the glacial lure, it'll evolve into a Glaceon. And if you use a mossy lure and you evolve an Eevee while you're in range of that Pokestop, you'll get a Leafeon. These lures are 200 Pokecoins each, so it's a little bit more complicated, so I would definitely take advantage of this naming trick if you haven't yet. I'm surprised I actually haven't done it yet, so I'm pretty excited for that one. So that's how to get all of the Eeveelutions with the move Last Resort for Community Day, and keep in mind that Eevee will be in raids on both days of the event, and it'll be in eggs on the 15th. And of course, this Community Day weekend is going to be amazing for shiny hunting, so it would be even better to get some shiny Eeveelutions with Last Resort. That's kind of my goal right now. I want to get like a shiny Glaceon or a shiny Leafeon with Last Resort, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's another thing about this Community Day weekend. The shiny rates are going to be increased, so it's the perfect shiny hunting event. So good luck to all of you guys on that. I know that's the thing that I'm the most excited about myself. What's new though? I also want to mention, to get the exclusive move on these Pokemon, you must evolve them within the window of the event, or at least that's what I believe. So make sure you do the evolutions from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. for all of the Community Day Pokemon, whether it be Eeveelutions or something else. Keep that in mind. I also want to mention another evolution for Community Day that's a little bit more complicated. So if you want to get a Gallade with the move Synchronoise on Community Day, you must find a male Ralts and evolve it up to a Gallade. And you're also going to need a Sinnoh Stone for the evolution too, and you'll need a Sinnoh Stone to evolve a Mamoswine with Ancient Power as well. So the way to get Sinnoh Stones in Pokemon Go is to do PvP battles. You can win them there, and you can also get it in Research Breakthrough boxes. So just keep all of that in mind. I wanted to give you a quick heads up before you get kind of caught off guard on Community Day and you don't know how to evolve these Pokemon. And of course, like I said, this event's going to be amazing for shiny hunting, and I can't wait to get it started. And guys, I'm actually going to be doing a challenge with my best friend T-Slayers. We're going to be doing a shiny hunting challenge on this day. Basically, on December 14th, I'm going to see how many shinies I can get from the 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. window. And then December 15th, he's going to see how many he can get in the Community Day window. And whoever has the most shinies wins. I don't really think we're actually going to win anything. It's just kind of for bragging rights, but it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to do a shiny hunting challenge. And I hope you guys get a bunch of shinies too. This is going to be one of the biggest events of the year, especially for us shiny hunters. I'm so excited for this, guys. I've probably said that a million times, but it really is going to be an awesome event, and I think everyone should participate. So let's do a quick recap. So on both days, there's going to be a 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 12-hour event, and it's going to be local time. So it's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. no matter where you live in the world. And on both days, there's going to be a special 3-hour window from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. where we have a few extra spawns and a few extra bonuses as well. So I hope this isn't too much to process. I know that there's just so much going on. This event is going to be insane, but it's going to be a lot of fun. But anyways, guys, I guess that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully this guide was helpful and you guys can do well on Community Day. But I guess I'm going to go ahead and close off this video right here. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel to join my Gengar gang, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye! Follow me on Twitch too.